I don't ever slow up, no I don't take sh**. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever...
What's up guys, Masta Styles here, back with another Let's Play Eternal Evolution video, and we're on the free-to-play account. So for today's episode, we have now hit a second wall. Twilight Lands is live, and when it comes to Twilight Lands, if you've been watching the series, you know that 16-4 has been a thorn in our side, and we cleared it. Let's take a look at our tanks first before we even jump into what the new wall is. Our tanks here, they're all right, not the greatest. I don't even have Pandemonium, which is very interesting. I haven't seen his banner, or if his banner was live within the week where there's a new hero, I probably had to pass on him. So again, as you can see, I have most of the relevant tanks, Wanigan, the Tereshes, and Ray. So that's kind of how I beat through 16-4. It may be a wall next Twilight Lands because, again, I may not have those set of heroes. But as you can see here, I have the new hero. The only reason why I actually got him to Immortal, I kind of regret it. I'm not going to lie. I regret bringing him all the way to Immortal because when you're free to play, those resources, you're not really going to get them back, and bringing him to Immortal, I haven't really seen the value and return just quite yet because I use 6 gene hybrids on him, and for free to play, that's a lot, And the only reason why I did that was because I wanted to cover him at Immortal, and my main account didn't have him at Immortal, only for me to get him to Immortal in a couple of days after doing that. So definitely regret doing that as of right now. Obviously his value is going to go up once I start using him more and figuring out where to place him in terms of the team. But here we're going to jump right into Twilight Lands. This is 16-7, and for this one it may take me some days to beat because, again, when it comes to vanguards, my vanguards here are not the greatest. So let's see what we can do here. In this episode, it's more so using what you got. Somebody suggested in one of our previous episodes that the vanguard, when it comes to the vanguard bond here, we should have ran Fiona. Don't worry about this, I'm gonna fix all of that. We should have ran Fiona and 3 of the vanguards, right? So I have here Claire Aries, and Leo Bato. And for me, I just don't know how they're gonna do. I don't know, and it may take me some days to clear this. But again, the fact that my free-to-play account now is getting close to clearing Twilight Lands is pretty cool. I like that. And for me, if you go way back to when we used to call it no money spent, and I made that mistake and accidentally making a purchase over here, but that was the purchase that I was supposed to do on my main account. But this is why I ended up changing the name to Let's Play Eternal Evolutions. I think Barag was better than Bato last time because of his survivability. Kind of wish I had a gene hybrid here because I would have definitely put it on Aries. So we're gonna run Barag and then see how long he can survive. And of course, I don't have great gears because I'm not able to farm too much. So let's see how they do here and watch Barag because he's the one that I want to see if he can survive, and he's not doing too well. And neither is Claire. So there we go, going to the first and last of the invincibility state. But again, so one thing I want to talk about is Purin. Purin has been coming up a lot in the Facebook group, and apparently a lot of people, let me go back here. So with Piran, it reminded me of when I first started, and Nord was like the character everybody was always talking about, right? And Piran is becoming that character because she's just so good. Like, there's so many use cases of where you can use Piran and should you use. There's never a question of should you use Piran. It's more now a question of do you use Fiona Piran. So eventually they're going to be a new summoner, not summoner, a new support in the game, and that's when things will get interesting. Hopefully, increasing damage definitely is necessary. But here, this is why I like Barag. Barag's survivability, man, when it comes to these Vanguard stages, are pretty good. Problem with this one, it seems like it's going to take me 2 days to beat, not because of them dying, but because of the damage output. So right now we're doing decently, but after a while, Barag is going to die once the damage increase on the boss here. So 20%, that's pretty good. I think we should be able to clear this by, I want to say Tuesday-ish, maybe. Because if we can get 50 off, then we can do it in 2 days. But that's the thing, when you're free to play, take your time, enjoy yourself, and try to have some fun. There's no rush, it's not like we're competing against the top tier characters, I should say. Because most of these people, they spend a lot of money on this game. So to even be up here is a feat within itself. And that's what if you're free to play, just try to compete with them and have some fun. See, there you go. And it's over now. Because once thing dies, the range characters are going to get hurt. And I'm okay with that. That's actually pretty good. Aries, let's see if you can get some more percentage off. And not bad. Literally. And the only thing that happened there was Barag. I don't know if I want to do it again, but with Bato, because he's a little bit higher. Yeah, we'll try that again and see. Because again, it's gonna come down to RNG, but I doubt Bato is going to help. Let's go to Vanguards, put Bato in there. Let's see what he does. So Bato does not help. So I tried Bato. I didn't want to put y'all through that, and it was worse actually. So he didn't really help. I think, again, if you're in a situation, you have Claire and Aries. Barag is the best way to go. I wish I had a higher level of Barag. But again, I'm also looking at my heroes here. Vanguards are great. But at the same time, I have other heroes that can help out. So let's see here. Out of all the people we have, I'm going to try before we get out of here. I'll do the rest later, but that's pretty good. Putting Daniel in there was actually the better choice. That's pretty good. We're halfway through it. So that means that by tomorrow, we should be done with it. But one thing I want to talk about before we get out of here is, like, who do you focus on, right? Because I always hear these questions, especially I'm in the Facebook group. You see me in there all the time, right? And for me, I've said it where when it comes to a lot of these heroes, you definitely want to focus on, if it was up to me, and this is how, your account looks. Piran should be at the top of the list. But the harder part of that is, okay, new hero comes out. You want to get that new hero. You want to build out that new hero. But I feel like for me, I made my misplay was investing so much into this hero right here. That right there was it's non-beneficial. I should have just taken those gene hybrids and just bring Piran to Immortal. So right now, I think I need about 4 gene hybrids to get her to Immortal. And that's going to be my focus here, because I'm using the same strategy that I use on my main account, and it's not feasible. There's no way for my free-to-play account to keep up with my main account, because, again, I get more gene hybrids over there. I'm already starting to prepare for the new hero on my main account. So, again, Is that really a wall? Let's go back here. Is that really a wall though? This one, not really, because we're already halfway through it. We're literally halfway through it, and again now, right? So the other side of that is, okay, so you used all your vanguards. How do you approach this? Because as you can see, if you can keep your heroes alive, problem is going to be is the energy coming back. And we now have no support because both of our supports was in that fight. So again, I'm looking here, and that won't work. Energy, Teresh. And new guy, let's go. We put a lot of investment into you, so let's see what you bring to the table. And this was probably going to be quick because, again, this is where it's hard, where I wish they had the generalist commander. You could just slap it in there, get your generalist bonus. Shinji or Nord. Wow, Shinji or Nord. Leo's not going to really help here because he needs to be at least Awakening 3 to get anything out of him. Dominic's not going to help because of the energy regeneration. Let's just try this, and then if it don't work, we'll proceed. And Teresh just got a hit straight to the face. Let's see how it goes. But again, for this one, is just trying to do as much damage as you possibly can because your energy regen, Teresh is down. Nord still can't get into the circle because he needs his ultimate. But let's check out the new guy here. He's the one that's holding it down. So again, do as much damage as you possibly can when it comes to these bosses. Nord is gonna die, and then that's pretty much it. Yeah, it should be over here. This is kind of where a situation where Ray, like if you have Ray would definitely help you out in this situation. But the new guy is standing tall over there, even though he's not getting, what do you call that, any energy coming back. He's not taking a lot of damage. Okay, so he's finally gonna get his ultimate off. His survivability isn't bad. Let's see. And there goes Gobo. That was pretty good. And okay, gets a big, that shield is huge. Oh my goodness. And this is why I wish he could use just the prototypes. I wish he could use assassin prototypes. That would have been nuts. What? So think about this big shield here. If you could use Impulse of Annihilation every time, that was pretty good. 10%? They took 10%? What? That's awesome. Love to see that. Love to see that. So again, that's kind of the process. You put your strongest heroes in there, which is very obvious, and keep whacking at it because tomorrow we'll clear it. And let's take a look at our progress here, because why not? Let's see how we're stacking up against the competition. We're third because that tank one is tough. It is for lower players. It's tough because you can't use anything other than tanks, so it's a wall. But for us, we're over here at 16.7, and because we are now, what do you want to call that? We have now gotten to 16.7. We're ahead of all the other people. Yes, they can catch up, but at the same time, we might finish out third. I think this guy beneath me here, he's actually pretty good. He's one of the top C. Yeah. He's, as you can see from the account, pretty good. So I'm pretty sure once he gets to pass 16-4, he's gonna get close. So we definitely want to get all the way up to 16-10. That would be nice, but don't know if we'll have enough time to do that. So again, when it comes to free to play, just have some fun, play a game. Don't worry too much about people that spend it. It may be easy, it may be hard, but at the same time, just try to have some fun. That's the premise there. But another episode, breaking through walls. Eventually we'll get to the point where we're beating chapter 16, and then we can start doing some speed runs on the free to play account. But the problem with that is that my main account is always going to be my main priority. So with the free to play account, it's more so trying to get in the top 5 or the top 10 to get those gene Mutation Crystal 2. And that's it. So another episode, hopefully it helped, obviously a lot of it is obvious because again, I don't know what your account has, and I can only speak on it if you actually comment and talk to me, because I don't really know how to appease to everybody, We're getting close to that 300 mark. Help me to get there if you're new to the channel. I appreciate it. So without further ado, I definitely want to thank you for watching. Until the next episode, peace.